allergy attack right now. I am just all like itchy in my throat. My sinuses are all kind of funky. That's how the day is going. So I haven't really been feeling like 100%, but I'm gonna go do my walk and go pick up more stuff from Target. Yeah, I just got off my accountability call. We spent a lot of time talking about our accountability partners who's really just kind of having a tough time figuring out her direction. And I can so relate. I know so many people can relate to not knowing what direction to go. Like, you know, you're not happy doing what you're doing, know that you need to change, you don't know what makes you happy anymore. I just want to encourage anyone who feels that way that it is totally normal. However, what I've learned, at least in the past couple of months, when you're taking action, you have less time to think about being sad about stuff. Does that make sense? Once I start taking action and saying, okay, I'm going to dedicate all of this time towards making this goals come true and making this happen, slowly starting to turn around. I feel like I have purpose. You have to give yourself some grace, take some time to really get focused on like what you like. So one of the things that I would recommend is spending time alone in silence, especially if you're going through like a major life change. I've been kind of going through some stuff over the past couple of months. Every day I took time to be by myself. Whenever I'm in some type of turmoil internally, which is a lot, I go walk in nature. One time when I was going through another disappointment, I literally could not pray. I spent half a year that I just would walk. I was so angry. Eventually I just started working through things by myself. And to be patient with yourself. And then also, one of the things I have done in the past, when I couldn't figure things out and like what direction to turn in, of course I would get really still, but then I would also write down things that I was really curious about. There's something that you've always wanted to do. So I'm kind of going through this right now, that I'm like, okay, what are one of the things that I really wanted to do? What do I feel like an attraction that's pulling me towards? So right now it's a lot of this wellness stuff and meditation and holistic living. Like, that's kind of what direction I'm going in right now. And so I'm just listening to that. That's what my internal dialogue is telling me. Just turned and did something weird. But anyways, when you're going through a life change, your kids have left the home, a relationship ended, even like a project ending or graduating from college can like put you in a tailspin. I remember when I graduated from college and I did this big capstone concert that I put on and I wrote all these songs, and after it was done I got really depressed because I was like, okay, now what? What do I do with my life? What direction am I going to go? Eventually I found some. I think being able to just like journal and taking long walks and spending time in silence and meditating really helps me kind of work through all of that inner turmoil and to put me back on the right direction. The whole season that I'm in right now, I'm going to call it a season. It's all about self-discovery and really trying to figure out like, okay, like what direction do I want to go in? What sounds fun to me? Who am I? And then how can I contribute to the world in a way that's authentic to who I am? Number one tip for you is that if you don't know what direction you're going in life, number one, it's good to be still for a while, right? Meditate, do all of that. There comes a point in time that you do have to make a step in a direction. So you can't stay still forever. I usually put a timeline on. Past couple of months, I said, I'm going to take 6 months where I'm not going to make any decisions, like none. I'm not going to, because easily when I'm going through some type of crisis, I try to find a project. So for me, it was like, okay, maybe I can move, maybe I can lose weight, maybe I can change jobs, maybe I should do all of these things, when I honestly should just be playing with the problem at hand and really like confronting that problem. Please leave me alone. Stand people who drive behind me. I really can't stand it, especially when they are in trucks and they get really close to the back end of your car, because unfortunately I have been rear-ended many times. And I had a therapist tell me this one time, because I was going through a period where I just kept getting in these like weird fender benders with people, like just sitting at a stoplight and then somebody rolls into the back of my car. And I had somebody who was, DUI in the middle of the day. It's like stupid stuff that would hit the back of my car. And my therapist told me, she was like, sometimes that's like the universe's way of trying to get you to like move forward and to progress. And I was just like, that's interesting. And I think there's some truth to that. I was, feeling stuck in a situation and I wasn't making any progress forward. I was attracting all of these weird situations of accident. I'm on my way to Target, like I mentioned. I was like, okay, do I really want to go to Target after my walk? Because normally I just want to go home. I do it now. I usually don't drive in the middle of the afternoon just because everyone's getting off of work. I want to get my Target stuff. There's really like no timetable, but personally I can sit in a problem and reflection for years, and it's not good for you. Give yourself a couple of months to just sit, meditate, reflect, create a list of things that interest you or that you feel attracted to or you're curious about. So schedule that time to try those things. I'm scheduling time to do more self-care things, so that could be scheduling a class or a spa treatment or meeting up with friends, doing an experience I've never done. Especially trying things that absolutely scare the crap out of you. You got to do that. When you do accomplish that, it makes you question like all of that negative self-talk that's in your head. I realized that with like the whole cold plunge experience, negative stuff that's in my head, all the things that I've questioned are all BS. Everything that was like, oh, this is going to be a horrible experience. I learned so much from that. It's so interesting. But I realized that all the negative stuff that's in my head and like the consistent blaming, being upset with myself, doesn't help, and it's all negative. Like, it's all negative talk, and it all isn't true. All of it are lies. Now I'm beginning to learn, whenever I have a negative thought, I need to question it. I need to call those negative thoughts out and say, you know, like, that's not true. I know that's not true for a fact because I've done this before and I can do it again. So I just finished my second class and I did the breathwork class again, the cold plunge. Again, my stomach was very active this morning. So I got through the class, did the cold plunge, and it was just as horrible as the first time. Having that week-long break between sessions, I wish that I lived closer. I would go every day, and I feel like it was like worse, pretty close to as bad as the first time. And then I feel like last Sunday, it was really cold, but I didn't have that like really shocking reaction. My body just went, whoa! Like I just went into freak out mode again the first time I got into the water. But I believe I got in a cold plunge 3 times today, if I remember right. Stayed in for 3 minutes, then I stayed in 5 minutes one time, and then I think I stayed in another 3 minutes. So I'm gonna come back tomorrow, take the breath work class, do the cold plunge. I sat in the sauna today. I got one thing to do for work, which is gonna be really quick and easy. And then I have the rest of the day. I'm gonna go to church. It is a laundry day. Depending on how much time I have, I might try to hit the gym. I would rather go to the gym on Saturday and then stay home most of the day on Sunday. Overall fitness check-in. This week, my energy has been slightly low. Really trying to figure out what that is. I started taking my multivitamin again. I think I just need to load up on the greens. I did order some bottles of organic fresh juice that has like all the healthy greens in it and stuff. So I ordered like a case of that, which was not cheap, over the past 2 days of the fresh juice, and I did feel a lot better. I think I am gonna do like a full cleanse. And what I liked most about it was that I got on the scale the next morning and my weight was down. It was down by like 3 pounds. Now, granted, it's probably not gonna be, maybe it was just water weight, but I did feel cleaner and lighter. So I'm like, okay, I have a check-in coming up. If I can get my eating under control, do my cleanse, continue to drink my water, I think everything will be all good. And I also got a new water bottle, which I covered with stickers. It's like my new fitness water bottle. And I actually won this at work. So this is my new sitting in a sauna water bottle so that I can stay hydrated. And today in the sauna, I did about 20 minutes and I just figured that was the max that I wanted to do today. I got a new bathing suit too, leopard print. It's really cute.
I never thought that you'd break my heart, then you did. We're suddenly back to the start.